We just wanted to take just a couple minutes just to tell you about a really exciting peace project that's happening this year, and we would love the endorsement of the Mill Valley Seniors for Peace, because a lot of people are endorsing this project, and we think it's a really wonderful project that you'd get excited about. By the way, I have been to some of your organizing activities, and I have to tell you, you guys rock. You really are fantastic. I saw you at the Mill Valley Memorial Parade. We were there too. But I've also been on this corner here when Next Generations come along, and there were some protests against the Iraq War and stuff like that. And I just really admire all the work that you guys have done, because you're a very active group, and I know that. So I'm Janet, and Ken and I are from San Rafael, and we've been activists for a number of years. Most recently, I've been doing peace work in schools, actually public schools in Uganda, in Uganda and Tanzania. But this year in particular, we're involved with a fantastic project called the World March for Peace and Nonviolence, which is going to start on Gandhi's birthday, which is October 2nd, which is the International Day of Nonviolence. And it's going to travel 99,000 miles and end in Argentina at the beginning of January of 2010. 99,000 miles. And so it's an all-volunteer project being initiated by a lot of groups, but it was originally thought about by a man named Rafael de la Rubia, who has an organization called World Without Wars in Spain. And he's also connected to this wider group called the Humanist Movement, which started actually in South America a number of years ago. And he got the idea of trying to do the first ever global march around the world to ask for an end of nuclear weapons. That's one of the first things we want, is to eradicate nuclear weapons. And there are other things. We want to get rid of war as a way of resolving conflict. And we also want that occupational armies retreat from occupied areas around the globe. So this project is going to start with about 20 to 30 what we call core marchers. Those are people that are going to do the whole thing. So they're going to start way down here, and then they're going to travel up through Australia and through the Middle East, through, in particular, India. We have a lot going on there, across Russia, and they're going to go to, I think, oh gosh, at least 40 European countries, down into West Africa, and they're coming to the UN, the United Nations, on December 1st, Washington, D.C., and then they're coming here to the Bay Area. And so wherever the marchers go, people can add themselves, or if they have to drop, they drop. But the whole idea is to generate kind of a global consciousness that people want peace, no matter what country they're from. And we're going to try and just raise a lot of consciousness around also the importance of getting rid of nuclear weapons. Because as you all know, there's thousands of them. We don't need them. They just will mean annihilation for all of us. So we want to encourage you guys to join us. For example, this weekend we're going to be in the Fairfax Parade, so if anybody wants to march for peace. We're also going to do a commemoration for Hiroshima right before August 6th. We're going to, at Marin Academy High School, on December 2nd, they're going to have an all-day assembly for peace. And they're going to celebrate the World March. So we're going to have also Poems for Peace project, where we're trying to get 1,000 poems out of the schools from students. They're going to be turned into origami birds, and we're going to be taken to Hiroshima. The march has been endorsed by lots of people. It's been endorsed by Desmond Tutu, President Jimmy Carter, Yoko Ono, Penelope Cruz, Helen Caldicott, Michael Lerner, the Dalai Lama, gosh, there's a lot of people there. Noam Chomsky, Dennis Kucinich, the presidents of Chile, Argentina, Bolivia, and Ecuador have also endorsed it, as well as organizations, and we would really love your endorsement. I'm going to be in touch with Elizabeth, and we have in the back a sign-up sheet. So if you want to keep posted, all you have to do is leave an email or a phone number. It doesn't matter. And also in the back are some postcards about the march. And so we would love your input because we just want to do a lot of cultural activities around the march in honor of the march, and we'd love all of you to participate. I want to thank you guys so much for your time, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to also ask Elizabeth, because I think that she'll be in touch with us. So thank you so much, everybody.